Molly needed you!
You're my favorite deputy. This is just one of the many iconic lines brought to life by the actors behind our favorite toys. Let's take a look at the voices that created these characters.
Any other toy would give up his moving parts just to be you!
Chris Evans was tapped to fill the role of Buzz Lightyear for the 2022 film Lightyear. Following up Tim Allen's iconic role is a big task, but Evans seems up to the challenge. He expressed his appreciation on Twitter. "I can't believe that I get to be a part of the Pixar family and work with these truly brilliant artists." Director Agnes McLean said Chris Evans was his first and only choice, and that Evans understood the material and the character.
To infinity.
And
There is no Toy Story character more iconic than Woody. It was Tom Hanks' first voice acting gig, who thrived in the role.
We all knew Operation Playtime was a long shot.
He actually recorded 2 versions of the first movie, as the creators didn't like the first script, so they rewrote it and re-recorded it again. Hanks explained that the recording sessions could be stressful on his voice and body. "I have driven home after a 4 or 5 hour, sometimes 6 hour recording session, and my diaphragm it hurts. It aches." In order to record the more emotional scenes, Hanks had to either close his eyes or turn his back to the people in the room. Tim Allen's Buzz Lightyear voice is easily recognizable, but it's apparently also scary, as he once scared a child in an elevator by using the voice.
Buzz Lightyear mission log. The local sheriff and I seem to be at a huge refueling station of some sort.
Scaring kids aside, Allen has given his all into the character. Speaking on Toy Story 4, Allen said he got emotional watching the film. "It brought up some of my own personal stuff about loss, change, moving on. It's heartwarming."
Don't worry, in just a few hours, you'll be sitting around a campfire with Andy making delicious hot schmoes.
The cowgirl Jessie, introduced in Toy Story 2, was Joan Cusack's first voice acting role.
Fellas, I know what to do!
She stated how different it was, only using her voice to act, as opposed to live action, as there were no costumes or makeup to worry about.
It was kind of cool to refocus on just your voice and, you know, making something crisper, clearer.
Cusack said that playing Jessie was about believing in yourself and what you can do, and we would say she nailed it.
Sweet mother of Abraham Lincoln!
Toy Story 4 director Josh Cooley found Keanu Reeves when he was listening to sound bites of potential actors. He thought his voice was perfect for the role of Duke Kaboom, but didn't think he was going to be able to get Reeves to voice the part. However, Keanu was excited about the role, and actually stood up on a table to act out the part during a meeting with the director.
Duke Kaboom, Canada's greatest stuntman.
Reeves didn't find the experience too different from live action, as he said it's the same concept of finding the right voice and tone of a character.
Hold on, one more. Oh yeah.
Wallace Shawn had a great time voicing Rex for all 4 Toy Story movies.
What if Andy gets another dinosaur? A mean one!
He never lost touch with the character, even after playing him for 24 years. No matter how much time has passed, when it comes time to do it again, that dinosaur still seems to be in me. I don't have to warm up. He magically leaps into me. He loves knowing that his character can give people joy, and stated that sometimes kids recognize his voice in public.
Slow down!
The late comedian Don Rickles portrayed Mr. Potato Head in the first 3 Toy Story films.
Hey look! I'm Picasso!
He was a little hesitant to take the part at first, as he had never done voiceover work for an animated character before. Luckily, he changed his mind, and gave Mr. Potato Head the unique voice we know. Rickles passed away before Toy Story 4, but they used old recordings of his to bring the character to life one more time. His daughter stated he would be proud, as he always said, "Keep my name alive. Let them know who I am."
You're not a toy! You're an accessory! You're a purse with legs!
Right alongside Mr. Potato Head is his wife, Mrs. Potato Head, voiced by the lovely Estelle Harris.
Oh, you found it!
This was not her first voice acting role, but it was one of her favorites, as she had a great time voicing the character.
Someplace dark and dusty.
She described how it's a bit difficult to know what you're recording, as they only gave her a couple pages at a time, without much context. She was skeptical about one recording in particular, where she had to make ninja-like noises, but loved it after seeing it in the movie. Toy Story 2 introduced the character of Al, an avid toy collector portrayed by Wayne Knight.
I got a pack. Let's see. Wallet, keys, tickets.
It wasn't Knight's first time doing voice work for Disney, as he had previously voiced Demetrius in Hercules and Tantor in Tarzan. Knight compared voice work to other types of acting. Doing animation is interesting, in the sense that you put all your emotions through your voice. It's over the top in a way that you don't do on stage or film. Hopefully, Knight never had to drive all the way to work on a Saturday to voice the toy collector.
On the way to work!
Toy Story 2 director John Lasseter was a big fan of Kelsey Grammer's portrayal of the Prospector. Kelsey's comic timing is beautiful. His acting, it's just fantastic. Grammer joked that he didn't know his character's nickname was Stinky Pete, and that it destroyed his career.
Turn me around, Bullseye, so I can see.
Ducky was a new character introduced in Toy Story 4. Keegan-Michael Key voiced the plush, and had a great time voicing the role, alongside his longtime friend, Jordan Peele. The comedic duo didn't miss a beat, and would improvise songs during their recordings, which made it into the movie. Director Josh Cooley said working with Key was one of the highlights of his Pixar career.
Cheat the system and get with a kid? Yeah, we know.
John Ratzenberger is well known at Pixar, and his voice is even more well known by the public, as he has provided his voice for every single Pixar movie. His first role, however, was as Ham in Toy Story. Even with his incredible resume, Ratzenberger took very little credit for the Pixar characters he has voiced over the years, as he said Pixar is doing all the heavy lifting. All you really do is listen to what they tell you. Very simple.
Well, get ready for pork chop.
Lotso was the Purple Bear villain in Toy Story 3, portrayed masterfully by Ned Beatty.
First thing you got to know about me is I'm a hugger.
Director Lee Unkrich wanted someone who could be both comedic and dramatic, which Beatty has done both in previous roles, so he was the perfect choice. When coming up with the tone and demeanor for Lotso, Beatty stated Unkrich knew exactly what he wanted, and it was just a matter of finding the right dialect for the bear.
Welcome to Sunnyside, folks.
The late Jim Varney voiced Slinky Dog in both Toy Story 1 and 2, which was his first voiceover role as an animated character. In his lifetime, he only voiced 3 animated characters, including this one. He provided his unique raspy voice to bring Slinky to life.
I knew you'd come back, Woody.
Forky is one of the latest additions to the Toy Story crew. He's voiced by Tony Hale, an experienced voice actor with plenty of animated character roles under his belt. With that said, Hale stated he was nervous to be joining such a beloved franchise so late in the game, but the cast and fans welcomed him with open arms. He played Forky as if he was a child, new to the world without an understanding of how anything works, and we would say his portrayal was spot on.
I am not a toy. I'm a spork.
We love the Toy Story films and the voices behind our favorite characters. Bringing these iconic characters to life was no easy task, but these voice actors absolutely nailed their roles. Which Toy Story character is your favorite?